All right, welcome back to the channel. This is Toe2 Bravo, and today the video that I'm going to bring to you guys is one that I've mentioned several times previously. It's the all the stats from all the 4-lap speed runs with the Manco Black Fox go-kart and the Bristol's Thunder Kart go-kart. So I've kept track of all of our times, the amount of times that we've run each kart, top lap speeds, and top speeds for the karts themselves. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and talk about is I'm going to insert some photos of the Manco go-kart and the Thunder kart. And now we're going to go ahead and move forward into just explaining to you what the track looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you a visual here on my paperwork, and then we're going to go out and walk the track, and then we're going to discuss the track layout. So as you can see, we're going to lean this on this Tillotson 212 right there. But as you can see right here, the track is somewhat of an oval track. We prefer to run the track in a clockwise manner. So this is the high side of the track, the top side here, and then we go to the low side here. So as we're making this turn here, we're going into a downhill run into a much tighter turn radius area at the bottom. And we hit the straightaway, and then we're hitting the high side here and going into a little bit of a wider turn. We're doing 4 laps for each race. The track is loosely an oval. It is 0.09 miles, or roughly 158.4 yards, 475 feet. It is mostly grass, but you can see when I insert the video of us walking the track and me explaining some things, you'll see that we are starting to show the lines on the track in the turns and some of the straightaways, so you can see where the grass is getting worn down to the dirt. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do a walking tour of our little track back here behind the house. So as we're walking to it now, I think you guys can see the elevation differences on the top end of the track compared to the bottom end of the track as we walk this together. And you can see how the line is getting defined in these corners. It's turning to hard packed dirt compared to the straightaways. So we're going to start, we'll talk here at the starting point, which is normally right in this area here. So normally this is our starting point here. So as we pan into the uphill straightaway, that is 29 yards from the bottom of the turn to where I'm standing is 29 yards. So you can see that our straightaway is very short, and this is the longest straightaway here, and that's where we get the top speeds at 20 and 21 miles per hour. So as we look at the starting point here, you can see we're going into our first turn after the starting point. We're coming up, we have a nice wide turning area up here. We've had a repaired area here where we had a little washout, but we enter the meaty part of the turn here. You can get a lot right up in here. And as we come around and come out of the turn and we hit the first straightaway here, it's the downhill straightaway, and from here all the way down to that corner there is 25 yards. So we're now going downhill into the next turn. Little bunny running around down there. I don't know if you guys caught that. So we hit the first turn, and you can see we're getting the lines worked out. There's another rabbit there. He doesn't seem to be moving. I think I'm bothering him, huh? Yep, there he goes. So we're hitting the turn. You can see we're getting this line worked out. If you don't hit this turn right and you go too far over, there used to be a stump there, and it's really bumpy and uneven. It's horrible. And we're coming out of that turn and we're hitting the long straightaway, and you can see how uphill that is now. So we're hitting our uphill straightaway and concluding what would be our first lap. So we try to keep the grass cut fairly short here. You'll see in some videos where we've come out too early and tried to race this, and there's still dew on the tracks. But you can see here where we're hitting this corner and coming right past our start point right there. So again, turn 1, turn 2, straightaway, turn 3, turn 4, straightaway to start and finish right here. So nice little pan around area here. But anyways, you can see where everything is kind of working itself out. We're getting our hard packed on. It's a lot of fun doing this, but with all the rain we've had, it's just the conditions have been tough. Like we had rain today, and you can see everything's damp and would be no good for racing because you'd lose the back end. So I hope you enjoyed that. So what we have is we've done 11 races with the Thunder Kart, and we've done 7 races with the Manco Black. So let's just go ahead and talk about some of the things that stick out here, and then we'll break it down. And as I'm speaking, I'll insert some video and some photos, so it's just not me yapping at a piece of paper here in my notes. So we started off with run number 1 with the Thunder Kart. Our top speed at that time was 19 miles per hour. Our 4-lap time was 1 minute 3 seconds 0.64. These are our lap times here. And that was no spacers on the front end, and the ground was damp. Our first run with the Manco Black, we achieved 16 miles per hour with a 4-lap time of 53.75. Individual laps were timed as such. That was with the OEM carb 98 jet, and the ground conditions were damp. That was also with a Predator 212 Hemi with governor bypass and a ProQuip flywheel and 22-pound springs, I believe, or 18-pound springs. Next run number 2 with the Manco Black, we achieved 19 miles per hour top speed, a 4-lap time of 54.54. Individual lap times here, and that was with the TFB, the Tillotson TFB carburetor, and that was in a clockwise direction, and the ground conditions were damp. The next run was also a Manco, 19 miles per hour, a little slower time at 57.99, same carb, same damp conditions, but we ran it in counterclockwise. So this was clockwise, this was counterclockwise. Now, as we go further into this review, you'll see a trend show where the clockwise times are better than the counterclockwise times. And I believe that's just attributed to how the corner at the bottom is set up, because that's where you lose your time, is that bottom end corner. Ready? On your mark, get set, go. So next run was run number 2 with the Thunder Kart, top speed 17 miles per hour, lap time 1 minute 4 seconds 0.37. Individual lap times here, and that was 4 spacers, muddy, wet conditions with the Go Power Sports clutch. Run number 4 was for the Manco, 20 miles per hour, so we achieved a faster time, a much faster time. So we achieved a faster time here, 20 miles per hour, a much better lap time at 50 seconds 0.36. Individual lap times break down here. That was with a Go Power Sports Stage 2 carburetor and damp conditions. So we got rid of the TFB Tillotson carb, and we got the Go Power Sports Stage 2, which I really like. Run number 3 for the, or I'm sorry, run number 3, yes, run number 3 for the Thunder Kart, 17 miles per hour, so we see a trend there. Lap time 58.99. Individual times, damp, muddy, counterclockwise, BraveX clutch, space, and spacers. Well, 1 spacer on the front end. Next run, Manco Black. This is our 5th run with it. Our fastest speed time. And keep in mind our straightaways are very short, and you'll see that now in the video there. So we're dealing with not a lot of room. So 21 miles per hour is pretty fast. At 53.22 for the 4 laps, individual lap times. That was damp, muddy. We had spacers maxed out, and that was counterclockwise. So next run number 4 for the Thunder Kart, 17 miles per hour, 53.01, damp and muddy. We had the Brave X clutch clockwise and spacers, so you can see that the time is much faster compared to the previous counterclockwise run, 53 compared to a 58. Next run was the Manco Black. This was our 6th run, 21 miles per hour again, so we can see that we're achieving our top speed with our short straightaways. A really good 4-lap time at 48.58. Individual times, conditions were dry. That was clockwise. Counterclockwise. I'm sorry, that was counterclockwise. Clockwise run, 21 miles per hour. This is run number 7. 47.28 was our 4-lap time. Individual lap times here, and those were dry conditions. Not bad. So the next runs are all Thunder Kart. Thunder Kart 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. These are all improving as we move forward. So Thunder Kart run number 5, 19 miles per hour, 57.39, so we see some improvement there. Not great compared to the previous one, but we're seeing some improvement. And that was dry conditions, and that would have been counterclockwise. Clockwise, same day, 19 miles per hour. Thunder Kart, run number 6, 56.72. Individual lap times getting better, except for that last one was kind of crap. Dry conditions. Go! Run number 7, Thunder Kart. We've now improved up to 20 miles per hour on the straightaway. 52.79 on the 4 laps. Individual lap times. Damp, but we had added the new tires to the rear end. So we got rid of the Turf Savers and put on the V-treads. Run number 8, Thunder Kart, 20 miles per hour. 53.91. Same time of day. That was counterclockwise, so you see a difference in the time. Same new tires, damp conditions. Run number 9, Thunder Kart, 20 miles per hour. Top time, or I'm sorry, 4-lap time, 49.16. Individual lap times. This was clockwise, dry, hard packed, new engine, and the old Brave X clutch. Now, new engine is, this is the built, we put the built Predator Hemi 212 on there. That has the ProQuip flywheel rated for 10,000 RPMs. This has the 26-pound springs, the billet rod, and many other things. Look for that video if you need some more details. So we got 49.16 on that setup. Run number 10, Thunder Kart, 20 miles per hour, 52.18. That would be counterclockwise compared to the previous run. Individual times, same conditions, but counterclockwise, dry, hard pack, new engine, Brave X, old Brave X clutch. So our most recent video that we've put out is run number 11, Thunder Kart, 20 miles per hour. Best 4-lap time year to date, 46.03. Individual lap times, 12.38, 11.23, 11.28, and 11.13. Pretty fast, even faster than Manco Black. Not the fastest time on the straightaway, but fastest time overall in the 4 laps. That is dry, hard-packed conditions with the new engine and a new Bravex clutch because the old one was starting to score. So you can see here, that Thunder Kart is awesome. I mean, you'll see that I'm doing the Thunder Kart more than I am the Manco Black. The Manco Black's a blast too, don't get me wrong, but when you're in that Thunder Kart and you're doing that 4-lap race and you're trying to take those turns as fast as you can, and you're hitting those straightaways, you're just driving that thing by the seat of your pants. That's all there is to be said about that. So our top 5 runs will go with number 1 through number 5. Number 1 is our most recent run with the Thunder Kart at 46.03. Number 2 is Manco Black Fox, run number 7, and that is at 47.28. Run number 3 is the Manco Black Fox at 21 miles per hour at 48.58 dry conditions. Run number 4 is our Thunder Kart, 20 miles per hour at 49.16. That's when we first put on the new engine. And run number 5 is the Manco Black, 20 miles per hour at 50.36. So that is the breakdown of our 4-lap speed runs that, if you guys watch the videos, you've seen the videos on almost all of these. I think I've posted almost all of these runs. I'm not going to cover the mini bike run because I'm going to accumulate some more of those as the weather and the conditions improve, and we'll do a different breakdown on those because you certainly can't get on the mini bike as fast as lap-wise as you can the go-karts. The go-karts are a whole different beast. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. I really enjoy doing these videos. They're a lot of fun. I like switching out the different pieces of equipment and seeing the different results and how it all works out. I hope you guys enjoy the same. Subscribe because it makes a big difference for me. And until I see you out on the racetrack again, thank you for watching.